Hello everyone, I'm Anthropomantic Fiend, and I do horror-related things on the internet. And welcome to the 400 subscriber contest prize drawing. I don't know if anyone is actually in fact here yet, so if you are here, let me know down below, and once we've got a fair few people here, we will start the drawing. And in the meantime, I have actually prepared by writing everyone's names down already, so I'm going to start cutting out names, and then I'll get into more details and stuff. Hey Jelly Duck, I am currently doing the name drawing for my 400 subscriber contest. I'm hoping more of the folks who are entered into the contest will arrive soon, so they'll be here when their name gets drawn, but yeah, happy to everyone who is here already. Hey Sean, hey Full Moon. Haven't seen you in a while, Sean, but I'm glad you're back, and glad you're making videos. I like that you're picking up some of the hammer stuff now. And yeah, I think I said hi to you already, Full Moon, but my brain is not remembering things right now. So for the few of you who are here right now, let me know how your day's been going, what kind of stuff you've been watching recently, etc. Thanks, Sean. I am well past that already, which still blows me away, and hopefully I will be able to do a 500 subscriber contest in the near future. I'm sorry if just me awkwardly cutting paper wasn't what you wanted to see, but that's what this is. Oh, fun. I'm already a little bit scatterbrained sometimes, so yeah, cannot wait till I get older. Hey, Charles. Hey, Sadie. And thank you, and yes, this is what this is. This is an ASMR stream now. Although I probably need a much better mic if I'm doing that. Otherwise, it's just very low quality paper cutting sounds, which I doubt is particularly appealing. So it looks like we've got 10 people watching now. So I will probably start putting in the names soon. I just want to wait and make sure we've got a few more folks who are in the drawing before I start doing that. There is a delay before I see I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, before I actually start the drawing, I'm going to wait until a few more of the people who are actually in the drawing are here, so they can be here when their name gets drawn. And hello, Deacon. Hello, Tristan. And I hope you're enjoying work if those two words can belong in the same sentence together. Sadie. Hey, Trenchy. I actually prepared this time and wrote out people's names first. I just need to cut them out now. So, yeah. Thank you, Seth, and thank you for dropping by. And yeah, I generally shoot and edit all of my videos over the weekend, full moon. I haven't promoted it yet, but my review for Ghoulies 3 I dropped earlier today, and I filmed the next installment of Lily this morning, which I'm hoping to get edited and uploaded soon. So, first of all, this is the hat all of the names are going to get drawn out of. This is the hat that I got for my Gary Oldman Dracula costume. I love it to pieces, and it's pretty nice for putting names in, I guess. So, first name into the hat is going to be, every time I try to do this, there's so much glare that nobody can see anything. Interweb Kaiju. And he posted a video very recently that was just like an old archival video of his that was about milk. And I'm not going to tell you more than that, but you need to watch it because it brightened my day as soon as I saw it. And every time I think about it, I have to try really hard to not collapse into a fit of giggles because it's, oh my God. Hey, Monty. I would not call it one of the greatest movies ever made, Trenchy, but that's just me. I completely see why you love it, but I was struggling a bit. Hey, Gothic Tech, I haven't seen you in one of my streams before, but thanks for being here. Hopefully I will hit 500 soon and I can do another one of these contests. Next up is going to be Old School Shinobi. And these are all the one-off names, by the way. These are the people who did not do video entries. The Lost Boy. So while I'm doing this, I already told you what all my answers were, so we won't have the madness of the guessing game this time around, but just let me know if you've been watching anything cool or fun recently. I just finished watching episode 1 of the first season, not the first season, the second season of The Umbrella Academy, which I've been really behind on, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to watching more of that. Hey, Art. I really enjoyed your entry into the contest and pretty much everybody's entries. Yeah, exactly, Full Moon. A lot of really good video entries. And I was surprised by the number of entries that cited the Robert Englund Phantom as their favorite. And I really haven't heard that much about that one in conversations about Phantom, but a lot of people seem to really like it, so I should probably watch it. Glare. I hate you. Next up, we have Sean Urshan. Yeah, there's a Robert Englund Phantom. Everybody's talking about it. Hey, Sean, I just put your name into the hat. Glad to have you here. That might have been an interesting date night art. Out of all the Phantom movies out there, the Englund version doesn't seem like the most romantic, but I mean, I don't know. I am kind of short on words right now. I wish I was more talkative, but my brain is tired. Next up is... Why is that upside down? And I hate this glare so much. Jin's reviews from the grave. Jin and Christian are always just the best, and Christian listed Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College, as his favorite horror film that takes place in a school, which I don't understand. that movie was in some ways glorious and just over the top in all the best ways, but in other ways it was a struggle. Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. That sounds like fun. And it's a weird thing because I feel like we're really in sync with our kind of weird sense of humor, sometimes trenchy, but after I loved the first two Ghoulies so much, some things about that movie just hurt me. Like, why do the Ghoulies talk? Why is that a thing? I mean, they literally had the opportunity to explain it with the college setting and, like, have them learn some things, like how to speak English, but they can just talk now. I don't understand. Well, she isn't into horror movies. What did she think of Demon Knight? I'm curious. Why is glare a thing? Collector Man is going in. Now, most of my family isn't into horror. I mean, my dad got me into the Universal Monsters stuff, but he won't watch a lot of the stuff I watch now because I've gone way further down the path of madness than he has. But I actually ended up this Halloween. I was planning on watching Sleepy Hollow anyway, but my whole family ended up watching it with me and really enjoying it, which was a pleasant surprise. Hello, Genome. Been doing some really fun Hammer horror streams on Genome's channel recently. Next up is going to be Patrick and, I believe, Paladin from Have Cheetah Will View. I guess that's a good way to describe it, Trenchy. I guess it does kind of make you question if you've somehow been drugged, but it's very much a bad trip for me, for the most part. And yes, random Matthew Lillard. I liked seeing him. I was sad that he didn't get to do more in the film, though, because he's just kind of there. And I was like, let Matthew Lillard shine, because he would do amazing things with the zaniness that movie is. He could just bounce off the walls, but I guess he just wasn't established enough at that point. Also, I believe Kevin McCarthy as the villainous teacher character was the protagonist in the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and seeing him in that and then seeing him in this is just night and day. Next up we have the Horror Miser Monty G. Yes, Kevin McCarthy is probably my favorite part of the movie. Next up is Quentin from the Q's Reviews. Art with Horror. I am hating this awkward silence right now. I do not know if anyone else is. Oh, awesome. House That Dripped Blood is such a good movie. I mean, of course, I'm biased and obviously prefer the final vampire segment with Ingrid Pitt and is it John Pertwee, who is, I think, the third Doctor in Doctor Who, but yeah, I love that movie. And Hands of the Ripper, I actually haven't seen yet. I know that's supposed to be classic Hammer, but I need to see it. Oh, you haven't seen House That Dripped Blood yet. You are going to love that movie. That is right up your alley, Sean. Thank you, Maddie. Yeah, House That Dripped Blood has Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, and Ingrid Pitt all in different segments. And it's Amicus, which is probably the other biggest creator of Gothic horror next to Hammer in that period. I'm not going to sing a song while I cut because that requires a lot of concentration and I don't want to lose my fingers. I don't know if Part 3 is the worst movie in that 8-pack, Tristan. It still had things that I liked about it more than something like Bud the Chud, which was just trying so hard to be funny and was kind of endearing, but mostly not. And I'm so glad that you're watching Carmilla now because it just brings me so much joy and I just need to rewatch it periodically, like just all 3 seasons over the course of 2 months. I need it in my life. Awesome trio indeed. And Sean, I think you're going to love the 3rd segment, especially because John Pertwee's character is this really snooty, old school horror actor. And there are like some jabs in there at Christopher Lee, and it's kind of great. And yeah, The Vampire Lovers is just the best. But I am obsessed with most Carmilla-inspired media out there. I need to still get a hold of, when it comes to the Hammer stuff, Lust for a Vampire, and finally watch that one. But I hear it's not great. Trenchy, you're going in next. Oh, totally fighting words, but Christopher Lee was in a different segment of the film, so I guess he wasn't there to hear it. I mean, Lovers and Twins of Evil are both somewhat sleazy, but they still have some class to them. So if Lust is the sleazy one, I'm kind of scared. Next up, Full Moon is going in. The late, great Christopher Lee, indeed. I think I actually first knew him as an actor for playing Saruman in Lord of the Rings, but of course I discovered all of his other amazing roles after that. Saruman's still my favorite, just because I have such a soft spot for Lord of the Rings, but Christopher Lee is Christopher Lee. He's good in everything he's in, even when the movie is not the best thing ever. I mean, I love The Howling 2 because it's garbage, but Christopher Lee still elevates what little he's been given in that film. Oh no, Sean. I've heard that the music, that like the theme that they've written for that movie is just hurts one's soul. So we'll have to hear that if we really have to. I'm not expecting to like Lust for a Vampire at all, to be honest. But it's part of the Karnstein trilogy, and it needs to be part of my collection, so I'm going to spend an unfair amount of money on that. I love Gremlins 2, though. A lot of people are like, that one was trying to do too much and got too silly, but I think the humor in that film is absolutely on point. It is chaotic, but that is kind of what happens when the Gremlins get a hold of the camera and like read the script, so to speak, and it just gets very meta and chaotic, and I love that about it. Oh yeah, the Charlemagne symphonic metal album that Christopher Lee did is amazing. He also recorded, I think, 2 metal Christmas albums, and this was like really late in his life too. And he was also, I think, descended from Charlemagne to some extent, so that's part of where that album came from. You didn't miss too much art. I put your name in the thing, but we're talking a lot of Christopher Lee right now. Evil Stevel's going in next. And yes, I love his cameo in Sleepy Hollow. It's totally accidental, but the framing in that with the gargoyle behind him makes it look like he has bat wings, which is a nice little unintentional Dracula nod. The Sybil Danning credits scene, Sean. I see why certain people like it. It's too much. The editor got way too trigger happy, and I'm sure Sybil Danning was pissed because it was just that one editor that made that happen. Like, nobody else knew that was going to be part of the credits. It was just one editor that did that, and then everybody else freaked out. You know, it's iconic for good or for ill. Oh, and hello, Patrick. I don't think I said that yet, but you're stuck in the horror corner. You're gonna have to tell Sean to let you out, I guess. I don't know. And the last name that is going to be going in is Charles Cochran. Yeah, it starts out as just kind of a fun montage, but as soon as that editor gets trigger happy with that Sybil Danning scene, I'm kind of like, we get it, you're horny, calm down. Yeah, he explained to Peter Jackson how it sounds when someone's stabbed in the back because he lived that. That's how hardcore Christopher Lee is. And don't murder me, but I haven't actually seen the Star Wars prequels yet. I need to. I will do so probably very soon, but I have not yet. Oh, absolutely not least, Charles. You deserve way more subscribers than you do, but you are an absolute class act with amazing taste in film. I have not seen that 2006 Sweeney Todd, by the way. And all the names are in, and I'm going to go through the prizes really quick soon. But before I do that, you got me off on a Star Wars tangent, so I'm just going to say I just watched all of The Mandalorian with my family over this past month, and it was amazing. I'm looking forward to more of it. Hello, Jen, and possibly Christian. Oh, and that's awesome, Charles. Everybody should be subscribing to everybody who did a video. I think I will enjoy the prequels for what they are, and I do know a lot of the memes that have grown out of them, so I think I will enjoy them for that reason, if nothing else. And I'll probably enjoy a lot more than that, because there are some really good actors in those films, regardless. So, the prizes that we have are these zombie Skittles from Mark of Horror. He sent these to a bunch of people to try. I'm never eating these, ever, 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 so I'm just giving them to somebody else because I can. We've got this Santa Jack Wacky Wobbler bobblehead. Jilly Rocks the Metal was kind enough to gift this to me. But I already have one. She also gave me a Zero bobblehead, which I love. But this one I thought deserved a new home. And we've got Dragon Wasps. Beyond the Wall of Sleep. The Moth Diaries, which I freaking love. This movie is directed by Mary Herron, lots of references to Carmilla. I've talked about this movie a bunch. I don't shut up about it, but you need to see this. It's really, really, really good. And this 50 Horror Classics box. And funny story about this, my uncle, who likes to give me things, recently gifted me a few other nice things and gave me another one of these. So whenever I do 500, I have yet another spare 50 Horror Classics box set to give away. A very bad director, Charles, for For which, what are we referring to? So, I'm actually going to keep track of whose names I draw out of this thing this time on paper, so I won't completely lose my spot like I did last time. One of yours is out, Monty. Sorry. Oh, George Lucas, really? I haven't seen much from him that isn't the original Star Wars trilogy, which I do actually have some mixed feelings on, but I like what I've seen from George Lucas, personally. Ooh, sorry, Mr. Old School Shinobi, you are out. Jar Jar is your Patronus, so to speak, Trenchy. A lot of people hate Jar Jar, but I like him because he annoys other people. I'm sure you can relate to some of that spirit, Trenchy. Yeah, well, I haven't seen the prequels yet, so we'll see how that goes. I have lowered my expectations somewhat, so I think I will enjoy them. That is true. Lucas only directed the original out of the first trilogy. Also, hi, Casey from Interweb Kaiju. Also, your milk video is the best thing ever. It delights me so much. Jar Jar's the only one who had a personality. Yikes. Also, I've watched the videos, even though I haven't even seen the prequels, about Jar Jar, how Jar Jar should secretly be a Sith Lord, but then isn't. I wish that was a thing. First name out, Collector Man. I'm not going to name everybody I pull out of the hat until their names are completely gone. Which lightsaber fight, Monty? I'm curious. Also, speaking of prequels, I just watched the prequel to John Carpenter's The Thing yesterday, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Yep, you got everyone talking Star Wars, and everybody's discussing the prequels, which I haven't seen yet. I'm sorry if this is just awkward silence again. Oh, speaking of Star Wars music, I've mentioned this in my favorite song series of videos, but if you have not listened to the band Galactic Empire, they specifically do metal covers of sections of the Star Wars score, and they're really talented. Wait, who's Toad? Because I'm just picturing Toad from the Mario games now. I believe I've heard that disco version of the Star Wars theme. I found a single of that used to be my dad's in my grandparents' house, which I still find really funny because my grandparents hate Star Wars, and yet they've got bits of the music sitting around their house. Toad from the X-Men movies. I have not seen any of the X-Men movies. Do not kill me. And he was Maul. All right. He'd make a great mushroom man. I need to see that. And we're quoting Annie in the chat now, Frenchie, I see. I knew it would come to this eventually. If anyone has not seen Annie, a Star Wars parody, it's a delight. Mark Hamill is the best animated Joker by far. He's probably the best Joker, period, in my opinion. I love Jack Nicholson and a lot of the others. Joaquin Phoenix was amazing in Joker, but Mark Hamill just becomes the Joker in animated series. I might be biased just because that was the first Batman media that I was really exposed to, but he just is the Joker to me. That is the voice I hear when I read any Batman comic or anything. That's just the Joker. Quentin from the Q's Reviews is now out, unfortunately. Sorry, but thank you for entering. I presume you're talking about Ghoulies 3. Would it have been a better movie if they formed a band to play at frat parties? Maybe. But what I really wanted out of that movie was to see the Ghoulies actually have to sit through college classes instead of just partying all the time. Just the madness of the Ghoulies put in the middle of a really strict classroom setting is just the funniest idea in the world to me, and just everything being a mess and chaos constantly, it just stops kind of being funny for me. So if they had done that, that would have been hilarious. Yeah, a lot of things could have made the Ghoulies movies better, but they're still fun. I think 2 is damn near perfect. I wish some of the characters were a little bit more fleshed out, but considering that this is a decided B movie, it's really well made, the second one in particular. And I used to watch Batman the Animated Series with my dad every day, pretty much. Maddie, we used to get the discs from Netflix and watch it that way. I want to actually buy like a box set of Batman the Animated Series at some point, because I just love it so much. And my favorite villain probably is Roddy McDowell as the Mad Hatter, for probably obvious reasons. I have a hardcore Alice in Wonderland obsession on top of everything else I'm obsessed with. And that character is just so twisted and yet so sad, and I love it. Sorry, Full Moon, I just drawed the third name out of the hat. You are out of the contest, but I really appreciate you entering. I'm not going to watch Ghoulies 4, Deacon. I am done at this point. I've hit a wall with Ghoulies 3. That is the one I needed to watch to complete the box set reviews I've been doing, but I'm done with Ghoulies for a little while. I feel tired just thinking about watching another Ghoulies movie. I'm just going to go back to the first 2 periodically. And I need to watch Mask of the Phantasm so much. I hear it's amazing, and I love the animated series, but I've not watched the feature-length films that take place in that universe yet, which is a shame. I am mid-season 2 right now, Casey. Spoiler alert, but Angel is kind of in Angelus mode at the moment, and I just watched the episode where Xander tries to cast a love spell to make Cordelia like him, and literally every female in Sunnydale is madly obsessed with him, and he has to survive, which is like my worst nightmare. And that episode is crazy. Yeah, need to see Under the Red Hood, Sub-Zero as well. I'm looking forward to watching it. And sorry, Monty, but I just drew your third name out of the hat, and you are out of the contest. But I appreciate you entering. Sorry, Charles, drew your last name out of the hat just now. You are out of the contest, but I appreciate you entering. You're an awesome guy. Interweb Kaiju, you are out of the contest. So sorry, but thank you for entering. And you got really far on one entry, so props to you for that. The Lost Boy is still in on his one entry, which is mind-blowing. Why are we unleashing the Kraken now? Now is not the time. Also, I'm in the middle of the office. I don't think the Kraken would have the best living conditions in here. There's not a lot of water. Speaking of which, not of the Kraken, but of the Lost Boy, he is out. Why are we Krakening now? Why is this a thing? I'm not complaining, but why? Oh, it's a great line. Wait. Are those donuts? You're confusing me more. What is happening in the chat right now? I think I am losing my mind. Sean, I'm sorry, but you are out of the contest. Thank you so much for entering. I think you were the first one to enter, which I really appreciate. Oh, Collector Man, you are out. You got really far on your last name. And I always appreciate your entering. You're an awesome, awesome human being. We're down to just a few now. Jin's Reviews from the Grave, you are out. Really appreciate you entering. Always loved your videos. Trenchy, you are out. Better luck next time, and thank you for entering. Art with Horror, you are out. We are down to 2 names. It's between 2 people, and I know who they are, but I don't know who's going to win. It's very intense in here right now. I'm just waving my hand around frenetically just to create drama. And Evil Stevel is out, which leaves the winner as Have Cheetah Will View. Congratulations. So just get in contact with me on the social medias, and I will send all of the awesome things and stuff your way. And I hope you enjoy all of it. Thank you to everyone who entered. And I'm gonna go do some other stuff, but I'll be in touch with all of you later. You're all awesome, and hopefully I will see you in whatever I do next. So, bye. Oh my god, I did the thing again. I did the thing where I left the studio instead of ending the broadcast. I can't believe it. Okay, I'm actually leaving now. Goodbye. That is not the button I wanted to push.